Right. Thanks everyone for joining us. Please give this video a thumbs up. It will help us in our YouTube ratings. And like, share, and subscribe to this video. Also, I want you to subscribe to the channel mainly. Description of virtuous noble character was mentioned in Proverbs 10 to 31, right? And to make a distinction between a virtuous woman, a virtuous wife, and a virtuous woman. A virtuous woman is also called a woman of noble character, and a virtuous wife is also known the wife of noble character. In both in Proverbs and the book of Ruth, Ruth 3, where the distinction starts, right? And there are similarities between the unmarried woman, and a married woman. Proverbs talk about the married woman. So those who are saying that they're Proverbs 31, where if you're single, you are more like Ruth in from chapter 3 back before she was married to Boaz, right? Alright, so that is a different thing, different study we're gonna do. After you can once you will see that one, and we're gonna do the wife of noble character, right? So those who calling themselves Proverbs 31 woman, that's a distinction between the Proverbs 31 wife, because Proverbs 31 have more than one woman in describing there. So in verse 2 or verse 3, there is another woman mentioned. Remember, Proverbs 31 was a description. The wife is a description, and Proverbs 31 is King Lemuel and his mother mention a woman in verse 2, right? Verse 2, verse 3. So there is one woman, two women in Proverbs 31. So we'll talk about the woman, the wife in Proverbs. There's one wife in Proverbs 31, and two women mentioned in Proverbs 31. So in verse 2, verse 3, there's a woman that King Lemuel mother warned him of not to go near that woman, and should plead with him from the writings. We can say she plead with him. Let us touch on it a little. Alright. It's in verse Proverbs 31 verse 2. It says, this is King Lemuel mother speaking. Say, oh my son of my womb. You know, there's a plead. She said, son of my womb, oh son of my vows. This is how she plead with him. Do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who rule kings. He said, do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who rule kings. Don't spend your strength on them woman there, because them look good and nice and up to it, and all everything about her. She have the perfect shape, the perfect this, the perfect that. You know, well taken care of, well groomed, everything. As presumably that's the type of woman no matter. But she don't take care of nothing. She don't take care of her household, nothing like that. Yeah, man. Yeah. So let's talk about the wife now. Let's just talk about the wife. Wife of noble character. This is from verse 10. Hear the description we give. In verse 10, hear the description. A wife of noble character. Who can find? That's a question. It asks now. It's a who can find? And it'll tell you how valuable she is. She is worth far more than rubies. And here's something, the most distinctive part of it. It says her husband. That means she's not single. This is verse 11. Her husband has full confidence in her. So this woman, she is married. So if you're single and call yourself virtuous woman, be careful. That is a woman in that's a woman of noble character in Ruth. You know, when even Boaz describe Ruth, he says, I think that is in Ruth chapter 3 verse 11, right? So you can go there and see Boaz describing her, right? So let's just stay to the wife of noble character. And in Ruth, it is him call her a woman of noble character. Him say, everybody know about that woman, know about you. You're a woman of noble character, not a wife. You never say wife, no. You're a woman of noble character because guess what? Ruth, remember Ruth husband they died, him never about. Alright? So I'm gonna take out some very distinct things about her. You see the most of those women who call themselves independent women, be very careful of that term. Most of you Christian, whether you're Christian or not, you call yourself independent woman and I talk down to man like, oh, you can't handle no strong woman. That is not that is not a woman of noble character attitude. Alright, no woman of noble character attitude will have that. You say you want a good husband like Boaz or like you want to be the woman like in Proverbs 31. Listen to this. Listen to this part. This is the part where woman like my mother and maybe some of your grandmother or your mothers can identify with this. Hear this. Going to verse 15. Listen to this description. It says, she gets up while it is still dark. She provides food for her family. Alright? And portions for her servant girls. That means she have servants, helpers. She make food for them before them wake up. So them can get up and take care of the household, do the things them for do, and even make breakfast for she and do things for she and her husband. Alright? Read it again. Part B. She says she provides food for her family and portions for her servant girls. My word, what a woman, what a woman. Alright, let us go. Let us take in portions of the scriptures. Let us go to verse, what is 21? Verse 21. No, let us skip 21. Let us go to verse 23. It says, her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. You see that? Her husband is make so if he never get the respect for him have, she had to respect him now for him to have respect at the city gate. If they imagine if she never respect him and not talk down to him and not diss him, he'll never he'll never have a seat at the city gate. If you go and read the book of Ruth, you can see in Ruth 3 going into first chapter 3 going into chapter 4, you see where Boaz went to the city gate to find the man who should rightfully redeem Ruth. So redeem the land, him would have get Ruth and and redeem the land that was in Ruth family. But him say him couldn't do it. He was Boaz went to meet him at the gate and in the land, right? So that is a part. Let's go to another verse, sorry. You know? Another verse. Two times those three times those whole mentioned, right? Alright. Verse 27 in Proverbs. Verse 27 says, she watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Right? Does not eat the bread of idleness. Some people are idle. Even if these women are the breadwinner, them try to set up themselves like, even if they got them set up themselves as the superwoman, so to speak, which is in biblical opposition to the woman of virtues, the wife of noble character, the superwoman attitude. Yeah, verse 20, she watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Right? That is verse 27. Imagine this type of woman. Those who are calling themselves virtuous woman. This is the wife of noble character. Think of it carefully. Think of what you're doing carefully. And how you treat your husband. And how you call him. We're gonna have I'm gonna have a conversation with somebody who really can give you a good description, a thorough description of the treatment of virtuous woman, how she treat her household or her husband. You know? Whatever. a good conversation with that person. Very shortly, I will post it also. So remember to give this a thumbs up button, a thumbs up like. Give this a like. Give this a like, please. Everything in this, we're taking it from the Bible. It's not. It's no description that I put in here and nobody put. Let's look. It's Proverbs 31, and in the final verse, here told is described as a give her the reward she has earned. So so her husband must get that fee if she get the respect. Give her the reward she has earned, that the blessing and the praises she deserves it. So you must give her a man. A woman who take care of her husband and let her work. He said, give her the reward she has earned, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. So he should do that. If you give her the reward and the respect and everything, the city gate where her husband get the praise. Because of her respect, our husband get the praise at the city gate. At verse 23, so check out verse 23 and verse 31. You see, he's a husband. How she respect him? Them respect her. Don't, as we say, respect her down to the shoes, down to the dirt she walk on. The shoes the dirt if you respect her, man. It's simple. If people see how the women treat them husband and fine and good and respect him and all of them things, look how Sarah the treat Abraham and respect him and call him and what she call him and how she respect him and all of them things there. Yeah, because she got the respect. So because this wife of noble character get the respect, the total respect from her husband and her household. And the man them out the road see her at the city gate. Those men I gonna say, yo, respect you, respect you 100%. Them respect her. For them will take out them shirt and make sure walk on it. So nobody set up yourself as this independent woman that is opposite of who God called woman to be. This independent woman and this woman. I recently I see a video with one woman. One woman. I called step on street and I call some call in America. I call man nigga. How could you? What kind of respect you get from other different men out the road? Men who I look at enough as enough men get up and criticize her and say, but she deserves the criticism. If she like respect him, although him do something wrong, that not means that she get and diss him never diss her by. So what? Him diss her by being with another woman, which is wrong, totally wrong. I don't agree with that. But you get up on a public stage and diss him too. What that say about you? Well, that even though you like give him respect, everybody know your character, your personality. You don't have a noble character from day one. People know that you were assume and presume and saw evidence of your gold digger attitude and the lifestyle that you wanted, which is not Christ-like. Your life is not Christ-like. Your life is not honorable. The man life is not honorable either. So what him show him or get back. So if him never wanna disrespect, you wouldn't go disrespect her either. But if he had respect her, and if she had respect him, then people would say a lot of things that hey, we don't know that. But as I said, back to the woman and noble character, the wife of noble character. Ladies, please have a noble character, and remember to give this a thumbs up. We share. Give this a thumbs up. So until next time, we're gonna share the other one about a woman, that a single woman of noble character. All right. Have a blessed day. Thanks for your participation. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting us. Please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We have more videos coming and listen to other videos them also. Alright, thank you very much.